Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Machafadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, and salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathaniel from the Dream Camp Atlanta, coming back at you the spirit with another lesson. I pray and hope this lesson is edifying. Now, I just wanted to do a quick touch on this video that some of the elder brothers have posted in our chat in regard to this Jake, this whoever this group is right here, that did this Hanukkah feast, and they had pork on the table. Now, there's other things in this video that they did that's just totally off, but I'm just going over the pork, okay? Tries to justify, him eating it through the scriptures, all right? And I'm not going to go into all that, Elder Yashuamba, he did a video on that already, and kind of went into it in regard to him making up a new day to celebrate and try to mesh it with Thanksgiving, because Jake is wicked, man. You and trying to revamp the scriptures to accommodate what he's trying to do. So I'm gonna start off with this, and I'm gonna play this video. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah 65 and verse 2. It says, "I have spread out my hand all the day long unto a rebellious people." All right, our people are rebellious, which walketh in a way that is not good after their own thoughts. So that's what this Jake is doing. He's walking in a way that's not good after his own thoughts, just making shit up and saying this is the scriptures, okay? And the Lord ain't dealing with that, man. The Lord is not going to take too kindly to that. All right. We all know that eating the pig is abominable. We all know celebrating these, coming in the spirit, celebrating these so-called holidays is abominable. All right. Now, if you have a family member, that got some clean food over there and they celebrating Thanksgiving and they invite you over to eat, yeah, that's fine. Just don't go over there in that spirit of Thanksgiving. But for you to sit there and celebrate the day on your own and try to use the scriptures to justify why you're doing it, well, we doing our own thing, just how so happens that it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay. You keep that same energy, bro. All right? It says, I have spread out my hands all the day long unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that is not good after their own thoughts, and people that provoke me to anger continually to my face. See, you claiming to sit here and be a Hebrew Israelite. You claim to represent the name of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, but then you're going to provoke the Lord to his face. You celebrating Hanukkah, but it got a big slab of ham talking about you soaked it in Coca-Cola for 3 days. It doesn't matter. The Lord told us not to touch it. We're going to get into that. Okay? It says, that sacrifice in gardens and burneth incense upon altars of bricks. Okay? So yeah, you provoke the Lord to anger. You're rebellious. You don't want to listen. You want to do your own thing. And that right there is going to be your undoing. All right? So let me go ahead and play parts of this video. Just let my man do his abominable thing.
I just want you to know that it is okay. All right? Scripture says in Romans chapter 14 that some men esteem one day above the next and some men esteem one day all alike.
That's not talking about that's not talking about these pagan holidays, man. Okay? That's not talking about that.
We choose with a conscious choice to make this Yahweh Shai day. And we do.
You see what they do? He's trying to throw the Lord in there. So you provoking the Lord to anger straight to his face, man. So we're just going to go straight to...
We got some roast. What is that?
That's turkey.
Turkey. All right, that's the turkey. All right. All right. We got We got yellow corn with bacon, pepper bacon at that, and black pepper, all right, with bacon, pepper bacon at that.
Yeah, it's pork bacon.
And black pepper, all right. We got fried cabbage. We got dirty rice. And over there we got cornbread dressing. Coming on around. What's this right here?
That is the pork roast.
This is cut up pork roast.
That's the beef roast.
Cut up beef roast.
I just lost the foot.
And this is my world famous. Look at that ham right there. Y'all see that? Y'all see that there? Do y'all see that there? All right. That's that ham. That ham was marinated in Coca-Cola for about 2 straight days.
Okay,
got my own private glaze on there. All right. And the mac and cheese. You wait, will that deep it up?
All right, so you see my man got a pork roast. He got a ham. Talking about he marinated it, and you can tell these are wicked niggas. Okay, he's happy about eating the pork, which means he eat that shit on a day-to-day basis. There's no way he's not just eating that on a special time. He eating it every. Not saying that just eating it today is not bad enough, but he definitely eating it every day. My man said I got a special recipe basically for eating the pork, for creating the pork. I soaked it in Coca-Cola for 2 days, I believe. Okay, thinking that that's supposed to get all the parasites off. Listen, man, how about you? How Shai is going to destroy you, man, because you're showing that you're sowing confusion amongst the people, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this Leviticus. This is Leviticus chapter 11. It says, I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak to the children of Israel. These are the beasts which you shall eat among the beasts upon the earth." Now, I'm going through the clean animals, and I'm going to go through the ones that are unclean. Okay? Because here's how specific the Lord is. The Lord gave us animals that we can eat. He said, these are animals that you can eat. Okay? It says, "Whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven-footed and cheweth the cud among the beasts that shall ye eat." Never, see? So, you can eat cow, okay? You can eat antelope. You can eat deer, okay? You can eat sheep. You can eat goat, you know? And there's a plethora of other animals that you can eat, okay? That hit this criteria, all right? There's even exotic animals that chew the cud, that part of the hoof that you can eat. Like I believe giraffe. I believe giraffe parts the hoof. His hoof is parted. Let's just look at that. Yeah, see, giraffe. It parts the hoof and it chews the cud. Okay, so yeah, you can eat giraffe. That's a clean animal unto you. All right. So there's exotic animals that you can eat too. All right. So the Lord, he didn't say, oh, you only got two types of animals you can eat. Man, there's literally hundreds of animals that you can eat that fit this criteria. Okay. It says, nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide of the hoof, as the camel, because it cheweth the cud, but not divideth the hoof. It is unclean unto you. So now, why is the Lord, he starts off with saying, okay, you can, anything that chews the cud, which basically means eat grass and leaves and part of the hoof, you can eat. But then he actually goes into a description on what you can't eat, okay? Because Jake is simple. It says, the hair, because it cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof, it is unclean unto you. And the swine, though he divideth the hoof, and is cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean. Now look, this is how unclean the pig is. Because the Lord said, he gave another footnote about the pig. He said, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses ye shall not touch. It is unclean unto you. Okay, so the Lord even goes even further and tells you that you're not even supposed to touch the carcass of the unclean animal. Okay, you're not even supposed to touch his carcass. All right. But then for some reason, this dude goes into the scriptures and try to make up some reason why you can eat it because he talks about ceremonial versus nonsense. No, this is clear and to the point, man. We already know that certain animals are unclean. And even Esau has broken down that the consumption of pork causes cancer. The consumption of pork causes trichinosis. Okay, all of these things come from the pig. High blood pressure, diabetes, all these different type of diseases from eating these debilitating, eating these unclean animals. And you know, the elder actually went into it a little bit further. How he started doing a comparison about how the heathen could eat this shit and be fine. Because I see heathens, you know, like Moab, eat freaking unclean bugs, eat turtles, eat gator, all type of unclean stuff, and be fit as a horse. But then Jake eat that shit, and you see what happened to Jake, okay? Because our bodies aren't built the same as theirs, okay? Our bodies aren't. It's like, you know, give a comparison. It's like putting mid-grade or regular fuel in a souped-up motor. It's not gonna run correctly, okay? But with these heathens, you can put garbage in the heathens because they're not built like us, okay? The scriptures talk about how one people should be stronger than the other. We're stronger than the other nations, okay? So we got to put higher quality shit in our bodies, you know? And pork is a low quality thing. So the Lord separated the best things for us to eat and say, y'all eat that. These are the things that I want y'all to eat, all right? And he even goes on to talk about what you can eat in the water. He said, these shall you eat of all of the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, even in the seas and in the rivers, them shall you eat. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the water, of any living thing which is in the water, shall be abominable unto you. You see? So eating shrimp, crab, lobster, you know, all those things is abominable to you. Okay? Now, I'm gonna go to this precept right here because again, the Lord is being very specific on things, especially when it comes to eating pork and abominable foods. This is Isaiah 66 and 17. It says, "They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord." Why is the Lord saying that he's going to destroy you for eating pork if pork was good for you to eat? If you can eat pork? He's not giving any type of disclaimer saying, well, it's okay if you eat it. If you eat it during the ceremony, you know, it's clean. No, it's not. What about the abomination of desolation? The pig that was sacrificed in the temple. That temple was destroyed. You know? You didn't want, the Lord don't want no pork on his altar. There's so many, the Lord is clear about this dirty ass animal and these dirty ass creatures. He's clear on what you can and can't eat. It just shows you how Jake is just simply rebellious and they're going to say, oh, we're not under the law. You know? I'm gonna grab a quick, another one and I'm going to close out on this. Sick of Jake, man. And now this shit coming out. We're so far into this thing and now this is coming out. You damn evil piece of, man. Jake is just so evil, man. And I understand why the Lord has to destroy our people, because our people just don't listen, man. This is Romans 6 and 15. This is Romans 6 and 15. And it says, what then? Shall we sin willingly because we're not under the law but under grace? God forbid. Okay? I'm going to get one more. All right. So the Lord, the Apostle Paul is saying here, hey, if we sin willingly, he said, God forbid sinning willingly because we're under grace. It's the equivalent of, say for instance, your father. You know, you got a father that don't take no jump, right? He tells you to clean up the room and clean up the kitchen before he comes back. He goes out, does his thing. He comes back home. The kitchen and your room ain't clean, right? He say, okay, I'm about to go out again. If I come back home and it's not done, I'm gonna beat your ass, right? What did he just give you? He just gave you a grace period to get it done. Well, the consequence is when he comes back, if you ain't got it right, you can get your ass whooped. Now it's the same with Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He gave us a grace period to come to this knowledge so we can start moving correctly. All right? Not so we can just do what the hell we want to do. All right? Because there's a consequence for that. We just can't do what we want to do. All right, I'm going to grab this one last scripture and then I'm going to close out on this. This is Hebrews 10. This is Hebrews 10 and 26. It says, for if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sin. So the Lord told us, sin is transgression of the law. Where there's no law, there's no sin. So if the Lord is telling us that if we sin willfully, that means that we still can sin even though we're under grace. You commit adultery. You just committed a sin. Okay? You did some homosexual stuff. You just committed a sin. You eat abominable food. You just committed a sin. And if you in the know and you know this truth and you commit a sin and you do it willfully, then there's no more sacrifice for you, man. If you just said in your heart, fuck that, I'm about to do this, and excuse my French, you know, I'm about to do this, knowing that it's off, just like you're doing with this pork, trying to justify eating it, there remains no more sacrifice for sin. And guess what else? You just heaped a whole bunch of coals upon your head because you got other people watching it, man. You got other people watching it, and you're giving credence to this, man. So the Lord, hey, man, Jake. Just wait, Jake. Just wait. Things are going to change for the worse for you Jakes out there that want to continue to do this stuff, man, and try to show discourse of confusion, man. Try to put Jake right back, the ones that have liberated themselves from this wicked place. You're trying to put them right back into this, you know, and the Lord going to destroy you for that, man. So with that, I pray this is an edifying lesson to those who can hear it by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakar Kodash, and Shalom.